I'm out here at the lake and I see like jellyfish over here. There's freaking jellyfish just chilling. I was out here playing my music, trying to fish and all. And I got my little stuff. I finally got my hard kayak, and I've got like huge jellyfish like up under me. It's so crazy. It's just too right there. I hope y'all can see that. Wow. What in the world? This is like right here at the house, jelly freaking fish. You see him? You see him down there? Whoa. I hope y'all get that. Wow. I don't believe this crap. Well, I was about to be up the creek without a paddle, but I just got my paddle and I'm back with the kayak. Good thing I live real close by. Could have been not good. I'm at it again. Down here fishing. Right now I'm just chilling. I don't know if I'll catch anything today. I don't expect it. It'd be better if I don't expect to start happening a lot more. But hey, what it is. I was supposed to be going out with some friends around 2 a.m. I didn't wake up in time. And I also didn't have anything to put on top of my Camaro. No rack or anything like that. So yeah, I was just going to take the blow-ups. I called them up and they was like, no, the waves are too bad, they're about to head on in anyway. So they beat me out there anyway when I finally woke up. They told me don't come out. So I didn't. I just came out to a nice little spot where the waves weren't too bad. So eventually I'm going to start taking this kayak out into the big ocean, and I'm going to have to start fighting with the waves and figuring out how to live out there. Yep. This thing was a lot fatter when I first caught him, but I'm not exactly certain what he is, but we're gonna figure out how he tastes. I'll tell y'all in a few. I'll talk to y'all later. All right, how do I get him? I don't know how to get him. I didn't bring any gloves. I wasn't expecting to catch anything. Here we go. What we got? Come on out. Come on. Get up. Just chill. I know you see me. You gonna live. Well, no, you're not. Sorry, dude. It's gonna be weird. Yeah. I'm about to hit the docking station. I don't know what's going on here. But, yeah. Caught myself a fish. I was just riding along with my bait out. Alright, guy. I know you were hungry. Unfortunately, you were hungry on my watch. So, yeah. I'm gonna have to figure out what kind of fish you are. And then we can have some good eating. Alright. Let's see. What I'm gonna do about you. Let me figure this out. I'm gonna have to figure this one out. Alright, I got an idea. I'm gonna put them inside the cover of that boat. Inside the hole. I've got a hole in my boat, and that black thing is a hole, and I think I'm gonna put him in there. Dude, I'm sorry, but you're gonna suffocate full of air. But yeah, I'm gonna get him. Alright, let me record just in case I messed this up. So I took this piece off. I broke the rod down just a little bit. He's still there. He's on the hook. Right. Instead of putting him in that hole, I'm gonna put him in this hole. So let's see how this goes. Oh, look at how many teeth he's got. Well, as you see, he's in there. Okay, I found me a nice little flower inside one of these like trees like this. And I just finished fishing. And I'm about to give Jada is my niece. And she's kicking it here in Hawaii with me for a minute. I'm about to get her gift. Ta-da! Ta-da! Hey, I got something for you. Good morning first. Oh my God. Yes, good morning. I caught something. Woohoo! I did my job. Now it's your job to cook it, skin it, or skin it, cook it, and eat it so we can eat it. Woohoo! What do you say? Ah, that sucks. How does she not know how to do that? All right, here's your second gift. There you go. It looks nice on you. All right. I'm going to have to apologize to you guys, little fishies. One of you guys is not going to make it today, but it's not any of you. It's somebody who is an outsider. Don't worry. We'll take care of those outsiders. Yeah, the outsider is sitting over here. I'm about to see about this guy right here. Let's see. All right. Let's check it out. How do we do this? First, practice some good hygiene. Roll them up. Yep. This fish could have caught the COVID. You never know. So always make sure you wash everything. There we go. All right. Let's take care of this hook. Bam. Got my hook back. Yeah. All right. Let's wash the COVID off this fish. And you better don't be coming back to life. It's slippery. It's got fins and scales. It's always a good sign of a clean, healthy fish. There we go. I really don't know what I'm doing, but I've seen it in the movie once, so I'm pretty sure I can't go wrong. Ah! fish open. You want to see? Well, once you catch it, you eat it. So let's do this. What did they do? Jada's coming. Hurry up! Let's wait for Jada. All right, here we go. First, I think we're supposed to cut down the middle. Cut down the middle. Come on, cut fish. All right, this is not working. I need some sharper knives. All right, fish. Stay with me. This is not working out very well. I need something to hold them with. Let me think. Something. I got any non-stick gloves or something? Maybe this paper towel will help get a grip. It's like they're slippery. All right, let's cover your head for a second, all right? Okay, so now we get them. Headless fish instead of the headless sportsman. All right. Let's get all of this stuff out. Open up, fish. Got fish lungs, fish hearts, fish stuff. You know it's illegal to do like head puppets with dead stuff, right? So, unfortunately, you won't get that show today. Still. Just kidding. It's very bad habit to cut towards yourself, but in this circumstances, we'll make a exception to the rule. stand on the other side, gotta.
I don't want to see it.
Fresh fish. What in the world is Vector up to?
Did you feed the fish? Because they look like they're hungry.
Well, they always look like they're hungry.
So you did.
Yeah, I did this morning. But, yeah. You can feed them again. No harm in feeding them. Yeah, that means they get fat. Just like this guy. Hmm? Oh no! Your head's trying to get down the drain. Alright, I need me a new set of knives. How about this guy? Man, this is about as hard as cutting that steak I made the other day. Yeah. Short fish. Alright, let me throw this away before I get in trouble. Ah! You caught something! Get down that drain! Down! If the public system, sewer systems gets backed up, I apologize to everybody. I really don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying here. I'm gonna have to clean the whole kitchen. Ugh. Let's see if I get this right. Oh. Sounds juicy. Aha! Fillet of fish. Yeah, definitely need a new set of knives. Hey, my birthday's tomorrow. Somebody should be looking out for me for some knives. I hope. This other piece of fillet is not working too well. Remember, don't cut towards yourself at home. There. I bet you Jada's gonna give me the second piece. Next is cooking, and y'all ain't getting nothing to eat. Huh. Well, I just went out and the fun police, they caught me. They told me to go back. So I went back. See him back there? Yeah. Boo! Front police. They caught me. Let's see what this seaweed looks like. Probably a sea urchin. Big old snakes. Or a piece of seaweed. Or a boot. Stick. Got the sea stick. Come on, sea stick. Really? Well, I caught something. Woohoo! Get my thing back. Alright, I'm throwing this back so I can catch you next week. Yeah, boy. Sea sticks. Oh man, great. Okay. Headed out to the beach, all set and ready to go out fishing. You know, I went out. I was thinking about 5:30 and I come back around 6:30, okay, and the sun sets around 7, but I'm headed and I carry the kayak all the way down to the beach and I suit myself up and I get my kayak all ready and the crowd's looking at me, and then I pull the kayak close to the water, and this time I forgot something. I had everything. I still got a little bit of daylight, and I had to pull it in. I forgot my paddles again. I forgot my paddles, and the wind was blowing nice, clear off the island. I would have never returned. I would have blew off to China. I'm pretty sure they would have welcomed me with open arms, but I had everything except for the daggone things on the side. The paddles. The paddles. This is where they are. Dang it. Can't win. Just win. Here. Next time, I'll have my paddle. Hey, there's a whole bunch of food trucks out here, so maybe I don't have to go ahead and catch it to eat it. We'll see. What do they have on the menu? Well, eventually I'm going to eat what I catch of it, but not today. I guess I'm going to eat the stuff that they had over there. I think they have something like this every once in a while. That was pretty cool. So. Maybe the good Lord told me not to go out to sea. See? Hey, everybody. I'm back from going out to sea. If y'all looking for me, I am using my notebook or my Galaxy tablet. I'm using my tablet right now. And if y'all trying to text me or call me, then y'all can't. My phone is out to sea. It's out lost in the ocean. I've had an accident, and I'm trying to figure out how bad I'm messed up here. Good thing I had my my life vest. That helped me out a big time. I lost a lot of stuff out here, and yeah, I might have to go back out to get it. So I'm gonna tell you how much it's worth, and I'm gonna let y'all know if it's worth me going out. And after I finish taking a nap, I'll probably take a 2-hour, 3-hour nap and go back out, depending on how bad this gash is on the top of my head. I know I got gashed in the foot. Alright, so I head out earlier today, and I had Alexa, turn on living room. So I headed out earlier today, and I had basically everything with the exception of my outriggers. I left the outriggers here. I left them. I needed practice with my own stability, and I left the outriggers. They're supposed to give me stabilization, and I think I shouldn't have left them now because I flipped over. But let's tell you. So I went out to sea, and I started tracking myself on my Garmin fish finder / navigation thing. And it was telling me my waypoints, and I was going to go to a fishing spot that I pegged out as to be a good spot. I never quite made it out that far. It was 3 miles away from where I'm supposed to start. And when I went out, I probably traveled about a mile and a half. The ocean waves kept getting bigger, but the seafloor wasn't, it was still shallow. I was still going in the range from 2 to 8 feet worth of ground clearance, okay? So I knew I wasn't going to get no fish out there. I was trying to head out towards the deep side, all right? The thing is like I was traveling because the wind was pushing me from east to west. The wind was pushing me, all right? And I was okay with that because that was in the way of where I was going to travel towards my fishing spot. But at the same time, the ocean waves were too big. I wasn't really worried about the ocean waves headed out because they were pushing me towards where I wanted to go. That is until I saw a nice giant red flag. Red flags is to me is for military firing, and I know there's a range close by to where I'm at. It was a nice red flag, basically saying that they're about to start firing, and most likely in my direction. So I was like, let me turn around, let me head back, let me eat some lunch, so I'll stay out of their fire and their cone of fire, downrange, because most likely I would have been downrange, and I would imagine that they were going to be firing towards the ocean. So I headed back, and I started playing with my phone as I head back so I could get the camera to show the way back and everything. And at one point in time I didn't pay attention to the waves, and the waves rolled me. It rolled my whole kayak upside down, and I'm up under it. My foot was stuck under the fishing rod, and I was under the water. I wasn't in panic mode. I was in pissed off mode. I clipped my phone to my life vest. Didn't work out very well, obviously. And I went and kept messing with my foot, trying to get that fishing rod off of it to untangle it. I untangled it. I moved myself from the kayak, still holding on to the paddle at one point in time. Mind you, I don't have the paddle anymore. That sucker's lost at sea again. The paddle is worth about a good, I'm going to say that was a cheap one. That was about 40 bucks a paddle. And the phone, that's about $1,000 Samsung Note Galaxy 9. Although it might be a last year's model, it was still a lot of money. So, I had the paddle in hand at one point in time. But remember, the waves and the wind were pushing my kayak away from me. And I was trying to swim towards it with one hand in the water and the other holding on to the paddle. So I started tiring out after a while chasing after the kayak. Mind you, I'm still headed back towards the firing range zone. So I said, let me get on the kayak before I run out of breath swimming the distance. So I let go of the paddle and I chased the kayak. I got to the kayak with all of the waves. I tried to push myself up on the kayak just like how... No, first I had to roll it over. I had to roll the kayak over, which I did successfully. First I reached over, grabbed the handle, and pulled it over. Great. Alright, now I tried to push myself on just like how I would do on a paddleboard. I tried to jump myself up. I tried to swing myself up and pulse my belly on top. And I tilted forward and I flipped over. I was close to the kayak at that time. It took me about 10 to 15 minutes to chase the kayak. Out of breath, I could barely put myself on the second time. So at one point in time, there was a spot where I could barely touch the sea ground. And I used the sea ground, the bare part of the sea ground. Mind you, at that time I was way out from the shore, but I still had some sea ground to me. I don't know how, but it must have been like a reef or something. So that's maybe why my feet are bleeding. But I used that reef to give myself a kickstart a couple times to get back up on the kayak, but it was tippy. At that time it was real tippy. Either it was too much weight or the kayak doesn't stabilize very well. That's what I was thinking at the time. And I kept doing it. Mind you, I forgot that I had a fish finder. And a fish finder requires a battery. The battery was inside the kayak. The battery is still hooked on because I had the fish finder hooked on. But once it flipped, it messed up the whole buoyancy of the kayak and it kept tipping to one side. Mind you, it's still tipped to this side. A battery weighs a lot of weight. This is the battery right here. Every time I flipped it, the battery had some daggone weight to it. And it kept flipping over upside down. I saw a bunch of my lunch floating out to sea. I noticed that one of my batteries, I had a battery charger for my phone. It's missing now. I had some snacks. It's missing now. So that battery pack cost me 50 bucks. I ain't worried about the lunch. Let's not charge that. I lost the paddle. I had a hook, a nice hook, cost me $55. Okay, so I can pull in some big fish. That was on the other side where the other paddle I should have had on it, on the kayak. So after about a good 10 times of me, let's call it practicing getting back up on the kayak. Remember, I don't have the paddle. And the paddle at that time was about 100 feet away from me. And I was floating off into the distance. The paddle, for some reason, was staying in one spot. You know how ducks just sit in one spot regardless of how much things are like the waves are moving and stuff? Yeah. In the ocean, typically things ain't pushing the stuff if it doesn't have like a sail. And my kayak is above and getting pushed by the sail. The kayak is laying down and all the wind is going over it, so it's staying in one spot-ish. Okay? And about after the 10th time, yeah, probably, but that's when my phone decided it wants to jump into the ocean, and it had enough effing with me. It was spinning around in this daggone kayak. When I finally got to sitting up right in the kayak to catch my breath, looking at my paddle, looking at my lunch in the water, looking at other stuff drift out to sea, and I was starting to head back into the range zone, I was like, what am I going to do? I opened up the little hole inside my boat. There's a hole in the middle, and where you can store a couple things. And I noticed there was an anchor. An anchor ain't gonna do me no good. I was like, what good is it for me to be sitting right here, except for buying some extra time? I'm tired. If I stay out there too long, I don't know how many times more I was gonna flip under. So inside here, I had me a couple things. One of the things was an anchor. Like I said, you can't see it now. It's probably moved up to the front of the kayak. And I was like, I need to get back to shore, and I need to bring this kayak with me so I can go back out to sea. So I can find my phone. I'm gonna put my snorkel gear in and see if I can find it. But I don't think I'm going to get a good seal with this thing on the top of my head. I got to check. Is that like bad? Let me see. Anyways. So I took the anchor off the rope and I tied the rope to myself. And I swam and I swam and I swam. And I tried to swim to the shore. All right. That ain't so bad. That ain't too bad. I might. I wonder if I gotta go to the hospital for this. Is it still bleeding? My brains are falling out. Anyways. Well, there are these things called coves. There are these things called coves. Where I was heading back, there was a cove. That means that basically there's a formation of rocks trying to form circles. All right, and you have an inlet, so you can. So there's not as many waves, or the waves are formed right, so you can have a little fun with it. But I wasn't going to the cove for fun. I was going towards for safety. I wanted to go inside the cove. The wind is blowing, and I was at the last spot before I entered into the range zone. So I didn't quite make the cove, but I did make to the rock formation. Yeah, I made it to the rock formation. I grabbed up, I pulled my kayak towards it, and I steered the kayak back to the beach. And I had to drag it back here. I'm really worn out, and I need a rest. So, if you try to call me, most likely you'll be talking to a fish if anybody's answers in the next couple hours. Hit me up on Facebook ASAP. I'll check it before I go back out. I'm gonna be looking for my stuff. The ocean already took enough stuff from me. Today it just took a whole lot more. Don't worry, I am humbled, and I'm not trying to be stupid about it. I just want my stuff back. People gonna have to call me. I got work to do. I got stuff to do. I got people who I love that want to talk to me. Well, this is Adventure Stew, so signing off to go to sleep. I'll talk to y'all after the next adventure. Well, the sun's getting mighty low, and yeah, I have a gash in my head, but it's not enough for me to have stitches. And yeah, Jada talked me out of going today. She had food ordered for me, which is good. Like, and she stayed on the phone with me, or stayed on this tablet with me, you know, video chatted me until I got my food. So she ordered that for me. That was wonderful. Thank you, Jada. But now it's too late for me to go anywhere. But yeah, before she called, I was working on my kayak to get it back ready to go. And I went and bought me a new battery because the battery that I had flooded with ocean water and was very dead and would not and won't give any charge to the fish finder here. I bought this new battery here, and I had to trade in the other battery. So I got this battery, and let's see if it does anything right now. I'm gonna show you guys where I was and what happened. If this thing turns on. While it's turning on, I'm gonna get me another bite. Alright, it's out. So, as you can see, this is my track. I started off up here near the beach line, and I had it out trying to follow. This is my waypoint line, and I was going to head out towards my waypoint so I can get to my I was going to get to my the location where my fishing spot's going to be, which was just over this way, right? So what happened was, because I didn't make it there obviously, so when I came down, I realized when I was looking at my waypoint, and I went and I started seeing this range. So when people start thinking that I wasn't being safe, it's just that I didn't see the flag until I got to a certain point, a range flag. So that's what made me want to turn around, and that's when I picked up my phone, did a little something, and then capsized. And that's where all of these little wiggly lines are for me trying to get myself back up on top of the on the kayak. This is before the battery got waterlogged, and then the battery went out here. So it doesn't quite show me getting back on the island. Okay, so somewhere in between here and here, all of my stuff is missing. So my rod, my phone, my rod holder, my lunch, my battery, my this, and my dat, let's just call it that, is missing. So the military area was in that direction, and there's a slight line over there, and it tells you, hey, there's military stuff, right? Military Pacific area. And basically this is where they were going to fire. So I made my way back at the end, about right here. This is my last spot before I got into the range area. So it says, you see it says practice range, or yeah. And they fire out this way. And they have a huge flag somewhere over here. So, yeah. And this band-aid looks like a daggone maxi pad on my head. I mean, I'm going to take it off before I go to work. It's embarrassing. Yep. I'm supposed to share this muffin. But Jada left it here. So I'm here. It's terrible. Well, I just went out and the fun police, they caught me. They told me to go back. So I went back. See him back there? Yeah. Boo, front police. They caught me. Fishies. Oh, bitch. Now, y'all fishies, we've got a mission. We've got a mission, fishies. I need a volunteer. You look like you're a good volunteer, no name. We can give you a name, and it's going to be according to this mission. The mission is Operation Retrieval. So that means your name is going to be Golden Retriever. So, Golden Retriever, this is what your mission is going to be. I see you over there. Now let's not mix up Golden Retriever with Cheeto. All right. So the mission. First off, let's go over the mission briefing. All right. You ready, Cheeto? And this is for the rest of you guys, so you can congratulate him for his things already, or for his, and get him prepared mentally, because he's about to go in about less than an hour. So let's get this mission brief on the way. Task order. I'm in charge. I am in charge, fishies. All of you guys are my subordinates. All right. So let's just let it be known. The situation is I have lost a lot of objects in some stupid thing. So it's out in the ocean. So the operation is to retrieve the stuff. I want my stuff back. The area of operation is at the beach, out near the ocean cusp. The terrain is wet. It's ocean. All right. So be prepared to swim. You guys know how to do this. Stay low so you don't have so much current for the waves. All right. The waves are going to be about, let's say, 4 to 6 feet tall, just coming off of the shoreline, and it goes deep down after that. So the wind is about 20 miles an hour typically every day, and the temperature for wherever you're at is going to be around anywhere in between 78 to about 90 degrees. What else could I give you? Instead of fresh water, this will be salt water. So you're going to have to get prepared for that part. All water is kind of salt water once you start taking it in. You just got to get used to it. All right? Enemy forces. Now, this is where it gets tricky. There possibly could be hammerhead sharks out there. There is actually a likely chance that there's hammerhead sharks at the bottom of the ocean floor. That area is known, at least my buddy is telling me it's known for hammerhead sharks. So, and they're supposedly aggressive. So, beware of hammerhead sharks. Also, it is unlikely, but possible, that tiger sharks, who are also aggressive, can be in that same area. All right. Typically, if a shark is spotted, we will have signs posted out there saying "Do not go out." Friendly forces. There are turtles out there, big turtles. The turtles is your friends. They just pop their heads up and dive up under, talk to them, see if they've seen any kind of remnants of the stuff that we're looking for. So the mission. The mission is a reconnaissance mission for our lost objects. The lost objects from my kayak that I just lost this weekend. So the mission is to scout, do some reconnaissance, and check to see where the objects are. The objects are my cell phone, a fishing rod, the fishing rod holder, a battery for my cell phone,
a paddle, some gloves for grabbing on the fish, some shoes, the wet shoes, a big old hook for pulling in fish. Don't worry about what I'm doing with all that stuff. And my lunch. I'm still looking for my lunch. Okay. Yeah. So the intent is to scout the area prior to Operation Trident. Now remember, this is Operation Retrieval. Operation Trident is the operation for me to go out and actually get this stuff. All right. So this is like a thing. So we need you to go out, take a look, come on back. End state is basically to report back the intel of the object's location. Assume, here's what you can assume is the paddle might be lost, the lunch might be lost, and the hook might be lost because those objects might float, but they might sink also, and they might not, nobody might touch it. And if it's at the bottom, the seafloor might, let's let the current go out. All right, so yeah. So here's the execution of the mission. Once again, the intent is only to scout the area. So no later than 1830 today, that's when you begin your night ops operation and start the scout. I need you to go 1 mile from the shoreline in a east by southeast direction. Alexa, 2 feet. Alexa, how many feet are in 1 mile? All right. So, Alexa, what is 5,000 divided by 2? Ah, that's 250. Okay. So, shut up, Alexa. So, you're going to have to travel about two or 2,500 fish tanks out, and then you hook a right. When you hook that right, you're going to travel another, let's say, 300 feet to the right, or should we say to the west by southwest, and then that's where you're going to find the object. That's where you should start circling around. You should spiral around that area. All right. So, like what we have here, we've got like a cone. So you go a mile. You go a mile that way, and and this is south. That's south. This is north. All right. So you're going to travel that way, and you're gonna go that way. All right, bam, got it. So, when do you report back to me? You report back to me at 1900 tomorrow. If you don't show up tomorrow, 1900 the next day, or the next day, or until Saturday, okay? Saturday is the go day for me. So if you're not there by Friday, 1900, I'm going to assume that your operation's a failure and the enemy took you over. So, command and signal. I'll be hollering for you. Hey, golden retriever, where you at? Golden retriever. I know you can hear very well underwater. All right, water lets sound travel very well. So you should be able to hear me screaming, golden retriever, and yeah. So that's all I got. I'm not going to put a whistle out there or anything like that because people might think I'm in trouble and in distress. So I just got to say golden retriever. Somebody might think that I'm missing my kid, or my dog, but no, it's just but hopefully you'll report the first day. All right. That is your mission ready. Get yourself geared up. Here's some chum. Here's some food for you. You ahead. I know you've been looking for some of this. Get yourself ready for this mission, because once you're released, you will have no support until you come back. And I'm sure all your brothers and sisters will be glad to have you back. I'll be glad too if you make it back. Okay, Golden Retriever, it's about that time for you to be lifted and put into the drop zone. So, let's get you some water in here. Tangle. There we go. All right, Golden Retriever, you ready? You ready? And 3, 2, 1, go. I said go. There you go. We have Golden Retriever here. He is going to do the reconnaissance for our mission. Are you ready, Golden Retriever? Let's go to the drop zone. All right, Golden Retriever. You're about to embark on an adventure. I'm taking you to the most safe spot that I can find out here, where it's a no-fish zone. So you should be okay. So you won't get hooked up by any people like me looking for, you know, a fish like you. So let's go. Don't be scared. Suck it up. You're a soldier. So, like I said, waves come from anywhere from 4 to 6 feet when you get out there. You swim underwater, keep low to the ground. Use the cover of nightfall to stay away from larger fish. It's just like fishing, just like swimming around with, Tyson, the Oscar, or the cichlid called glitter. All right, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. You'll get plenty of food, a lifetime worth of food if you do this mission successfully. All right. Or you can opt to go for an early retirement if you want to go back. All right? Just need you to do this one mission. You okay? You ready? For the next wave. I'm gonna put you in there. Here we go. Let's go. Goodbye, Golden Retriever. You got this. Under, go under. Why are you coming back? There you go. If you have any trouble, just jump out of the water and I'll see you. You're doing good. All right. 1900 tomorrow. 1900 tomorrow. Look at that. All right. All right. It's just about that time. Let's see if golden retriever is gonna come back. Golden retriever. Golden retriever. Yep. It's that time. 1900. Golden retriever. I gotta get closer. Ooh, that's cold. Golden retriever. I saw a leaf. It was orange or brown. That's not him. Nope, that's not him either. Nope. Nope, that's another leaf. Golden retriever. A bunch of leaves out here. It's tricky. Whoa. Oh, here it comes. Man, golden retriever gonna have a hard time with the current today. This sucker's coming in like crazy. Holy smoke! Look at way out there where I was. What's going on with the water today? Golden retriever. Give him a little bit more time. It's not looking good. Nope, he's still not out here. I don't know if 1900 should have been the optimal time to pick, as these waves look pretty rough. Yeah. So they slush down really hard over here, coming way up near the line. And in addition, when they smack the rocks over there, they smack it pretty hard and they actually tilt over the rocks. I'm not exactly sure if this was the best time. You see how they almost engulfed the doggone rocks? Golden retriever! Wow. We'll try again tomorrow. I'm here stuck in traffic and it is 18:45. I'm hoping to make SP a 1900. We'll see. 5 minutes till SP. I wonder if I'll make it. The last stoplight. Man. 3 minutes. And I'm late. I made it. Time is 19:05. I missed SP by 5 minutes. But he missed SP like twice already. 1900 was the kickoff time. Man, what's going on? Let's see if he's out here. Golden retriever. Man, people act like they don't want you driving through their neighborhood fast or something. Man, 25 miles an hour, so strict. All right, I'm here. Golden retriever. No, wrong dog. That was not a golden retriever either, whether it be the fish or a dog. Golden retriever.
over there on the rocks. Golden Retriever. Golden Retriever. Golden Retriever. Well, I don't think Golden Retriever's coming back. I don't think Golden Retriever's coming back. Well, we'll have a moment of silence for Golden Retriever, who was a good fish for a whole month. He was there at the beginning of the filling for the fish tank. Unfortunately, I didn't give him a name until just the other day, and he didn't live up to his name, but it was still a good fish. Held his own against two Oscars, a chinchillid. I figure he can hold his own out here in the ocean. I just very well may see him tomorrow evening out in the ocean. I'm not. If he's gone, I'm sorry. I'm not going down like that. But I'll be looking for him in the ocean. This ain't the last time. Golden Retriever, we'll find you. We'll find you.